Hey guys, Eddie Arriola with the Bowtie Financial Group. So one of the biggest questions I get is, Eddie, my car is not really worth much. It's kind of a junker. Why should I get more insurance on a vehicle that just isn't really worth much, isn't valuable? And my answer to that is your liability insurance, that 15, 30, 10 if you're on the state minimum, or that 100, 300, 100, or 50, 100, 250, 500, 500, 500, whatever, those three numbers between those two slashes, that is the crux of your insurance. That's the most important part, because that's what covers you from any lawsuits if you hit somebody. Because we don't really wake up and say, you know, today's a great day for me to T-bone a minivan. I've never woken up and thought that. I'm sure the people that have hit me didn't think that. The people who hit my grandparents didn't think that. The people who have hit my family didn't think that. That's not how we operate. That's why they're accidents. We don't plan on them. So that liability coverage, those three numbers, the first number is how much your insurance will pay out in bodily injury per person that you hit. The second number is how much it'll pay out per occurrence. And the third is how much your insurance will pay out for property damage, not bodily injury. Those three liability numbers are far more important than the comprehensive and collision, the deductible, the coverage that people associate with deductibles, full coverage, which this is obviously not a video about full coverage, this is about a video about liability. So without liability, without enough insurance, if you injure somebody, $15,000 per person, which is the state minimum, which is really not enough, that is not going to be sufficient for anything more than a broken finger, really. After pain and suffering, after time off of work, after any emergency medical transportation, $15,000, no matter what kind of health insurance coverage they have, that is not going to be enough to cover them. And they can come after you. Or if you get hit, you can go after them. We don't want that to happen. But they can come after you for a lot. They can come after you for clothing worth more than $500. They can come after you for musical instruments worth more than $250. So if you even have a decent guitar or a nice piano or a nice violin or trumpet, saxophones, I can think of a myriad instruments that are worth more than $250. That can be seized to be sold just to cover your liability for whatever injury you might cause people or damages. They can seize pets worth more than $500. So if you have horses and you like horses or any other exotic pets, that can be massive. They can take wedding or engagement rings worth more than $1,000. That is most wedding and engagement rings that I've seen or heard about, especially if you're going with the 2-month salary rule. That's a lot. They can take $250 books. If you have books worth more than $250, they can seize your collection or any collectible books. If you're a bibliophile, I'm sorry, Belle, but your beast is going to have to bail you out of that one. They can take a watch worth more than $100. They can take vehicles worth more than $5,000. They can drain your bank account down to $150. They can seize your 401k, your IRA, basically anything that's not cash value life insurance, they can take. They can't take a wheelchair or a prosthesis. That's good news. They can even take, though, up to 25% of future wages. So my entire point is that driving without proper liability coverage, you might as well be driving naked. If you have any questions about coverage, let us know. We'll sit down with you. We'll review everything with you. Make sure you know exactly what's going on. I'll even wear a shirt. So thank you. If you have any questions, just reach out to us at bowtiefinancial.com. We're happy to take care of you. Now where's my space heater?